Vegeta's training. There's Trunks. And Pokemon Red and Blue, baby. Okay, were those the gods? Angels in the Kaioshin? Oh man. Who's that? Who's that? Piccolo and Gohan? Oh, I knew it. Power up for Gohan. 17 and Goku. Oh, Justice League shot right there, baby. And Roshi just, like a boss, takes off his shades. Who is this guy in a red suit? Okay, so the fox, Goku fighting the fox and Vegeta fighting the Teletubby. I've already seen that. But who is that guy in the red suit, man? There he is again. What the fuck? What is this, like Ginyu? Like, he has like this red aura. Who is this guy? No promotional images whatsoever. They were really keeping this guy in the dark.
All right, so there's a couple of really quick shots in the opening that are obviously there for you to not pay attention to them, but I just want to go over them really quickly. So the first one is like this one here we see with all the gods. Not all of them. You have the elephant there in the right. Then there's like the fox, who I already kind of suggested that is Japanese influenced. Then you have like that robot. Then you have like the pharaoh. Looks like it's actually a woman, actually, like Cleopatra. In the back, you have like some type of like, aquatic or, underwater sea creature. There's another one with like a mohawk, like right behind the elephant, which I've never seen. There's like Mickey Mouse, and then there's the clown. All right. So that's a total of 8. And then if you add the 4 in this shot, that gives you the 12. So you have Beerus, Champa in the back, the Karibo looking one, and then the dwarf Middle Earth Gimli looking one in the front, which is the one who took the Oscar selfie. Actually, I just want to say that there's one of the angels, the girl with the braid right next to Beerus. Man, she looks really pretty. Now, this is a shot from the preview of next week's episode, and as you can see when I was watching the opening for the very first time, I said that guy with the red suit was, obviously kept in the dark because I never seen him, but it's possible that that guy who's fighting Goku in the opening is the guy that we see there on our left with the hood. It actually makes perfect sense for him to be that guy. However, all right, and this is something that I actually found out by accident. It just so happened that I paused the opening at the right time. Go back if you want to. Look at the scene where we see female Broly transform. After that scene, pause it because there's a scene where in which you get to see these guys right here. Obviously, it's the bald one, and the guy with the mustache there, he's already in one of the shots. He's in this shot right here. But if you look at the guy in the right, it's another god of destruction. But that's definitely not Beerus. Look at his facial expression. Look at the way that he looks. Like he's a completely different god of destruction. And I'm like, I guess this kind of supports my idea that I think the clown is actually a cover-up for like the real god of destruction. And I don't know if he can transform into a clown or if he's like wearing makeup or what the fuck. But look at this guy. Look at the cat. He's a totally different like evil motherfucking god of destruction. And it's like less than a second in the opening. You have to really pay attention to this. It was crazy when I saw this. And then you also have this other shot of, tournament participants. Obviously, we saw like Goku fight the fox looking guy. There's another one that looks like a wolf, and the Teletubby one that Vegeta's like going 1v1 against. And Hit, actually, you see part of Hit's face there on the right as well. And Magetta is in the back. Just that one opening is gonna give people room and enough material to speculate for days on end. It's not even funny. The predictions and the theory videos are coming. The episode as a whole, I thought was just a pretty good intro. I like how it opens up with both Xenos just fucking playing a game, but they're literally like committing genocide. Like they're fucking destroying these planets by flicking them onto each other. Like, how many fucking people died just because of that stupid game? And then by the end, they like mess up the board and it crashes on the fucking ground. Millions upon millions of people dead because gods just don't know what to do with themselves. They are so bored in their omnipotence that they just have to come up with these silly games. And then Goku doesn't really help either. And there's a pretty good line in the episode where Beerus kind of like warns them, where he tells them, Like, you have to be careful. Like, Zeno is very innocent to the point where he has no sense of awareness in terms of, like, I guess he understands, yeah, these planets represent, a certain amount of people, a certain amount of people or beings live in each universe, but he doesn't care. Like, as long as he has fun, he doesn't care about how many people die at his expense. And obviously at this point, Goku is not aware of the consequences of the tournament. We all know, it's like the loser, whoever loses, gets their universe blown up. Like, it gets destroyed. And so in his obsession, well, yeah, because Goku has an obsession for becoming strong. And I found it kind of funny that the episode also kind of like opens up with, giving him like Superman feats, faster than a speeding bullet. He's catching like these rounds from like these machine guns like it's nothing. But then they also kind of bring him back down because like he's caught off guard and the bullet actually grazes his arm. And he does say, man, I'm becoming kind of rusty. And by the way, the guys that were shooting at him were complete morons. I mean, you literally, like, they ask Goku for help, and they literally see him lift up their truck. Like, what the fuck? Like, good idea. Like, let's try and shoot the guy that we just literally saw lift up our truck. It just makes no sense. I've said this before, but it's obvious that they're putting Vegeta in the dad zone. He's very concerned over the pregnancy going well. He wants to be there for Bulma, to the point where he even like says like, I can't go with you. Even when Goku's like taunting him and he's like, if I get stronger than you, that's your own problem. And then, because Goku just doesn't give a shit about his father responsibilities. He just doesn't give a shit. He even tells me, that was so funny. I think that's the funniest line in the episode, where he tells Vegeta, when Goten was born, I was dead. There's another line in the episode where Goku and Whis say the same thing, which is like, okay, Vegeta, you're having a baby, but it's not like you're the one giving birth. So who gives a crap? So it's kind of funny. Like, I know it's supposed to be funny, but if you look at it, and this is something that Beerus brings up, there's a serious lack of consideration, and the amount of cynicism that has to go through this guy's mind is pretty fucking intense. I mean, and Beerus just kind of checks him. He's like, I don't want you like talking to Zeno. You take things way too lightly. This tournament that you want to start will have really big consequences. I think at one point Beerus says something like, do you want to be the next god of destruction? Because, if you look at Goku's journey as a character, especially after Dragon Ball, from Dragon Ball Z upward or onward, you see that despite the fact that he's actually saved a shit ton of people, his personality and his goal of getting stronger has also endangered a shit ton of people, like, consistently. So the fact that Beerus is kind of like trying to bring this to a front, I hope has some type of payoff in this arc. I really do. Just so that I can get more Goku development. I think that's something that I would really enjoy. So maybe the fact that the stakes will be so high to the point where it's not just Earth. You're not just having a tournament in Earth. You're not just having 6 versus 7. It's not just 2 universes that are fighting. It's all of them. And whoever loses, I mean, you're talking about the destruction of like a shit ton of galaxies in this arc. So hopefully that premise allows not just for pretty good looking and fun fights, but also some genuine character development, at least from some of the main characters. Because I'm telling you, that last fight that Hit had versus Goku was willing to freaking hire, indirectly, but still, hire his own murderer. And you can totally see the difference between that sense of responsibility that somebody like Gohan and Vegeta have in terms of their role as fathers versus Goku, who kind of feels like he has a sense of responsibility to be a good fighter first and foremost. And also this episode kind of answers a question of why isn't Goten and Trunks in the tournament? Maybe. And it's because they're going to be training with each other. At least that's what I understood. Obviously, Bulma is pregnant with Bra, and I just want to say that the music, I love the opening music was fucking great. I mean, compare that one to the one that we had all this time. Oh man, the music is so it gets you pumped. It's so much livelier. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And they incorporated it throughout the entire episode. I noticed when Bulma comes in and Goku sees her stomach, her belly. They incorporated that theme with the flute, and the theme was also in the middle and the break of the episode in the middle, and also in the preview. And honestly, when I saw the opening, I didn't even want to watch the episode. I just wanted to keep rewatching the opening, which is what I'm going to do as soon as I upload this review. Please let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you think this guy right here is. Who is he? I also noticed if you look at the opening, a lot of the characters are shaded. There's a lot of shadow, a lot of, you know, we don't get to see their faces, but I'm pretty sure that's going to change as we get introduced to these characters in the actual arc. That's it for me. Thanks a bunch for watching. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to my channel. Help the channel out. That I really appreciate that. Comment with your opinions and theories. Catch you guys later. Thanks.